Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Bree. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ben Weintraub, and I'm with Aventura World. I'm the national sales manager for Aventura World. I'm actually located here in New York, about an hour north of Manhattan. So good to be joining you today, the Concord Chamber, for their upcoming trip to going to northern Italy and Switzerland. We thank you all for joining us. And for those of you who have traveled with the Concord Chamber before, thank you very much and welcome back. And for those of you who have traveled with Aventura World in the past before as well, we welcome you back as well. And if you haven't traveled with either of us in the past, we really take care of you from the ground up, where everything is really included on the program that I'm going to be sharing with you today, where your airfare is included round trip from Boston. And if you do have other friends or family that would like to join the trip from a different location, say, Florida or from uh, Chicago, wherever there may be, we'll fly them from their hometown location to either meet you in Boston or over in Italy to join the trip. And once you do get over into Italy, you'll be met by our tour director that will be with you the entire length of the trip. They meet you as you clear through customs. They'll be holding an Aventura World sign, and they will gather your bags for you, and they'll be loaded onto a deluxe motor coach. And that's what you'll be traveling through the countryside with, on a deluxe motor coach. And you'll be staying in four-star centrally located properties in both the Veneto region, Treviso, right outside of Venice, and then staying right on the water in Lake Como. It's just absolutely a gorgeous location if you haven't been before. Some of the ritziest locations to be seen. We had a group just return actually this past September on the same type. It was like a week before this date, but they actually saw George Clooney out on his deck when they were doing their Lake Como boat cruise. So many different celebrities have houses and mansions on Lake Como, and you never know who you're going to run into. But the scenery is just absolutely incredible. We've included a number of different meals as well, seven buffet breakfasts and three dinners. Really, some great sightseeing, seeing cities such as Venice. If you haven't been there before, one of the most majestic cities in the world. To myself, if you haven't been, you can go and take gondola rides where they serenade you as you go through the little canals, as well as just a full city tour. We'll be doing such, other regions as going to Lake Garda and Sirmione, and then ending with a full day in Switzerland, doing Lugano, and we'll have such absolutely stunning views of Lake Lugano as well. So I'm going to give you a little visual explanation of the program itself, and then I'll answer any questions that anyone does have. But we picked a phenomenal time of year to go, leaving September 21st to the 29th. We call this perfect touring weather. It really should be in the mid to upper 60s through the day, and it drops in the evening. But during your touring, it should really be absolutely incredible weather. But a little bit about Aventura World. We've actually been in business since 1972. And I said I'm located in New York. Our US headquarters is located in New Jersey, but we do have global locations in Paris, Rome, London, Delhi, Dubai, and Cairo. And we work with chambers of commerce nationwide on their travel programs. And we are a wholesale tour provider. So, what that means is we create these programs from the ground up. We don't buy them from anyone or anything like that. And we call ourselves a leader in value price programs. And for $41.99 per person to go in the month of September through these regions of northern Italy and Switzerland, I think you'll see the value that it definitely entails as I go through here today. But as I had mentioned, we do have round trip air from Boston. If you do have other friends or family that would like to join, as well as we will have another get together for everyone who is registered to go on the trip for what's known as a pre departure meeting, where I'll go through all of your pre-departure materials before you do leave as well. So we'll get to that for those who do register. You will be notified of that. But 7 nights of hotel accommodations, including 10 meals, 7 buffet breakfasts, 3 dinners, one of which is a great cooking class that you'll be going through some of the most unbelievable cuisines in the northern region of Italy. We'll be doing tours of Treviso, our cooking class I'd mentioned, tour of Lake Garda, Sirmione, Verona, full day tour of Venice. We'll be seeing tours of Bellagio. We'll be doing a Lake Como cruise, a tour of Lugano, Switzerland, and going up to San Salvador funicular. So there's one optional tour on the program. It's to Streza, and it's on day 7 of the program. And if you don't wish to do that, there's plenty of different available things to do if on your free time. And our tour director can help in doing anything that you'd like to do that you've heard about, or if there's anything that you'd like to, another city you'd like to go to, they can help facilitate transportation or whatever's needed. But as I'd mentioned, you will have our tour director with you the entire time, as well as your baggage handling. So when you do check in at the airport in Boston, your bags will be checked directly to Italy. There is no fee for that. It is incorporated in the total price. So we will be taking an overnight flight, leaving on September 19th. We'll be arriving. Once you do clear through customs, you'll meet our Aventura World tour director, and you'll be transferred to your hotel by motor coach, as I had mentioned. And once you do arrive, your bags are brought right to your rooms for you, which is nice as well. So we'll be staying 3 nights in the Veneto region and 4 nights in Lake Como. It's broken up really, really well. So on the way from Treviso out to Lake Como, you will be stopping in Verona, Lake Garda, and seeing such sites as Sirmione. And then we do have an extension to go to Milan if you'd like to after the tour ends in Switzerland. It's a full city tour in Milan, and you'll have free time there as well, which would have a tour director with you the entire time as well. So we'll arrive on day 2. You'll get acclimated to the time difference. We'll check into the hotel. We'll have a welcome dinner that evening at the hotel where our tour director will go through what times all the touring will start for the remainder of the week, answer any questions that you do have. So day 3, you'll wake up, you'll get acclimated to the time difference. But absolutely gorgeous locations here. The vineyards, just the rolling hills. The scenery is absolutely incredible going into the Veneto region and Treviso, as well as just the intricate details in the city as well. On the walking tours that we'll have, you have the little headsets that you'll be able to use. The food is absolutely incredible. You'll have a taste of all the different northern Italian cuisines, the seafood. Everything is very fresh, simple ingredients. It's absolutely wines you could drink significantly more of because there's less sulfates in them. So, the wines and the pairings that you'll have are world renowned. But so day 3, this is where we'll do our city tour of Treviso. We'll do the Venetian gardens. We'll see the Duomo. And then later in the afternoon, we'll have our Mediterranean cooking class where you'll have some delicious local dishes paired with some local wines. So part of the city tour here, our tour directors are former historians, former educators. So they will be going through much of the history of Treviso. You can see here just, the artistry, the details here, and then going to the cooking class in the afternoon where they'll have several different courses that you'll be preparing and tasting, and you'll be able to ask questions with a real chef from the region as well. So day 4, this is where we'll do our full day tour of Venice, home to more than 400 bridges. We'll see St. Mark's Square, the Basilica, Doge Palace, Bridge of Sighs as well. They have gondolas in Venice for really like everything, ambulance gondolas, police gondolas, uh, all types of, it's an unbelievable experience where they'll sing to you, they'll serenade you as you go through. But the tour of Venice is incredible, very detailed. You'll have a walking tour seeing all the major sites in Venice, as well as having time for a gondola ride as well. But absolutely gorgeous city if you have not been to this city before. But St. Mark's Square, the Basilica will have a touring side as well. The palace, you'll have time to go inside as well. Plenty of, as you can see here, gondolas. And you can see here, you can have a more intimate experience as well. As they'll sing to you as you go through the canals as well. So day 5, this is where we'll be making our way from the Veneto region to Lake Como. We'll be stopping in Lake Garda, and we'll be doing tours of Sirmione and Verona as well. You'll be seeing a lot of different references to Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. You'll see a huge Juliet statue that was on the tour as well. And then we'll see Lake Garda in the background. We'll check into Lake Como in the late afternoon as well. But the tour here, Verona, you could see here just many statues leading into Romeo and Juliet. But the church is here. The statue here shows the whole story of Romeo and Juliet here. And then we'll see here the Colosseum. We'll have a tour inside as well. They do hold many different events here as well. Operas are performed here quite frequently as well. But then we'll do Lake Garda and finishing up in Lake Como. But absolutely stunning views, just incredible. And, you have plenty of time for shopping. There's open air markets, lots of different shops that you could purchase all sorts of leather goods, clothing, religious artifacts, all types of artwork, sculptures, paintings. You can get things shipped home very, very easily as well. And all the spots that we are visiting are extremely, extremely safe. And you will have an escort with you the entire length of time that you'll be touring these spots as well. So, and if there's things that you purchase as you're traveling and on tour, it's nice that you could always leave things on the motor coach as well. So then we'll be getting into Lake Como, just absolutely gorgeous. And going in September, you'll still have this great weather, less tourists as well. It's be less tourists than it would be in an August or July type month. But the mountains in the background are absolutely incredible, ending up in Lake Como. So day 6, this is where we'll do our Lake Como cruise, and we'll do a tour of Bellagio as well. And then on day 7, this was the one day that we have an optional tour to go to Stresa and the Lake District, if you would like to do that, or if there's plenty to do in the Lake Como area if you don't want to go to Stresa, but that is on day 7. So day 6 will be boarding the boat cruise of Lake Como. It's absolutely incredible. It's not rough seas at all. It's very tranquil. The mountains in the background, all types of very luxurious mansions. And as I mentioned to Bree before, that one of our tours saw George Clooney, and there's all sorts of celebrities in the area as well. But just the scenery and the backdrop is incredible. And the narration on the cruise talks about the whole history and the architecture of the area and the many different structures that you'll be seeing on the cruise as well. But I mean, so many scenic views, and many of these shots were taken from folks who were on the trip itself. And then having time in Bellagio, we'll have a walking city tour of Bellagio and plenty of time for shopping as well. And then day 8, this is where we would do our full day tour into Switzerland. We would go into Lugano. We would have a city tour, plenty of boutiques and cafes and free time. And then we'll be taking the funicular ride up to the top of San Salvador. And you'll see some absolutely stunning views of Lake Lugano. And we'll have a farewell dinner that evening featuring some great food and wine pairings. And then day 9, which is when we would depart back to the US, or you would motor coach to Milan, and you would have a full day tour in Milan on day 10 and return on day 11 back to the US. But being in Switzerland, some of the views are absolutely incredible. You'll of Lake Lugano that you'll have on a full city tour. Lots of great shopping to be had here. So many different sculptures and just artwork throughout the city as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Switzerland's one of my favorite countries to go and visit as well. But um, we do offer travel insurance. So it does ensure to protect against pre-cancellation due to sickness or death of immediate family, medical on the trip, trip interruption, travel delay, medical emergency and baggage delay. So there's a normal regular insurance, and then there is a cancel for any reason insurance. The cancel for any reason insurance is the same as the normal insurance. It just lets you cancel for any reason whatsoever, not due to sickness or death of immediate family member. But it covers everything else. All of the normal insurance does cover. It just lets you cancel for any reason. And the insurance is based on the total price of your trip. So if you are just doing the base trip, and if you are just doing the base insurance, it's one cost. If you are adding the additional option to go to Milan on the back end, your total price of the trip is going to be more. So the total cost of the insurance will be more, which I'll share with you here. So as I had mentioned, we're leaving September 21st through the 29th. It's $41.99 per person, double occupancy. If you are traveling as a single, it's an additional $1,099. You have your single room throughout the trip. You can go to booking.aventuraworld.com. You can enter in a booking code where it's labeled JZNJ01. It will ask you for your email address and to create a password. It just verifies that your email address is correct, and you will be able to enter in all of your information online. If you do not feel comfortable doing it that way, you can enter a paper registration form that the chamber does have that can be made available for you, that is asking the same information, whether it's online or in the paper format. We would be needing your name as it's stated on your passport number. You do not need a passport to sign up. You do need a passport for the trip. Do not let that hold you up from signing up. We could take your passport at a later date, but please, you will need a passport for the trip, and we will take a copy of it as well. Your mailing address, who you're rooming with, or if you are traveling as a single. There is a special request area here. That is where, if you are traveling from a different location other than from Boston, please put that here and we will get you the rate from the hometown gateway you wish to travel from. If you wish to do your own airfare, say you have a lot of sky miles or you just feel more comfortable doing your own airfare and you want to meet group over there, absolutely. let us know that in the special request area. We will take off $800 off of the total price of the trip, and you can do your own air. We will give you the group's main flight schedule, and you can meet the group either at the airport or at the hotel. You will be supplied that information as well. If you wish, the only air upgrade we do offer is for business class. If you would like that, please list that here in the special requests. The way that we work for that, we would get you that business class rate. We do not hold space on business class. It would literally be the rate the airline would be offering. We would we would hold you that rate if you want it, or if you decline that and wish to fly with the main group. Either way, we would get you that rate, and you could accept or decline. Lastly, in the special request area, if you have any dietary restrictions, if you are gluten-free or if you're vegetarian, please list that here in the special request area, and we will be able to accommodate that for you. All right. You have here the two options. The one optional tour to Stresa, it's $169 for the day, and the Milan optional extension. You can select that here. You can see here the travel protection. It is based on the policy cost is based on the tour total cost. So if you are adding on the Milan extension, it is going to be more than just the total main price of the package of $41.99, but it would normally be the $283 or the $424 for the cancel for any reason. Okay, it's one or the other. All right. And folks, if you do make any types of mistakes or anything like that, our team will help in any way. They'll correct you. If you go online, if you make a mistake, there's humans on the other side. We can correct anything that's done that's made in error. So please don't freak out if anything gets entered incorrectly. But we would need to secure your space, we would need an $800 deposit, and the final payment would be due as soon as possible to secure your space on this. And we will be having a pre-departure meeting probably early September, and I'll be going over everyone's documents before leaving. We'll be going over what to pack, what the exchange rate is, what the hotels are. You'll have all of that information, your flight schedules, and I answer all of your questions. All right. But I hope you can join this incredible program. There are many other chambers already on the program, so it's a great way to meet and we only work with Chamber of Commerce's nationwide, so it's a great way to meet other like-minded Chamber of Commerce individuals. So I hope you can join the trip, and I'll open it up to any questions that anyone has, please.
Thank you, Ben. Maybe I'll kick things off with a question. So prior to this meeting, we did get a question about insurance, which you've explained very much in detail, and that's very helpful. Hypothetically speaking, if someone has already signed up and put down their deposit, but did not select insurance, what would be the best way for them to do that if they would like to do that?
Just let us know. Let us know, and we can reach out and get the insurance offered out to you.
Great, thank you.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, oh, sure, please.
I have a quick question. You were talking about that there was quite a bit of walking tours. So I was just curious as to how much walking is really involved for those who may not be able to keep up with a fast pace.
Sure. The tours are usually a circle where they're giving you an overview of a city or an area to go and see. So you can go back to on free time, and then we'll leave that town to go to the next town or next city. So if there's something you can't do, if there's what our tour director will make arrangements or say, hey, we're going to be coming back around here. within 20 minutes or so, they'll make arrangements for you. Either, if there's, if you can't, do the tour or whatever, you want to stay on the motor car, they can make arrangements.
Excuse me, so the travel insurance is extra besides the actual cost of the trip itself, correct?
Correct. It is optional. And again, it's travel protection. If you want to go, it's not our insurance, it's through a separate company. So if you want to go, if you have insurance by any means on your own, if you want to go to a AAA or whatever it is, by any means, but we do offer travel protection. That does make it very, very easy while you are signing up for this. That does protect in all those different circumstances.
Okay, the other question I have is about, I have registered as a single at this point. Is there a possibility of getting a roommate between now and the start of the trip?
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely let other single travelers know that there is another single traveler looking for a potential roommate. At that point, if they are interested in potentially rooming, we can ask the chambers if you would like to exchange information and provide that, where you can introduce yourself to one another and decide if you would like to room with one another on the trip.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the supplemental extension to Milan?
Yeah, it's what would happen is on the last day 9 after breakfast, that you would go, instead of going to the airport, you would be taken to Milan. You would have a full day tour, seeing the Duomo. You would have a full tour of the Gothic Madonna structure. You'd be seeing the Opera House, the whole fashion Mecca district, the Galleria Manuel shopping gallery, and then you would have a tour director with you the entire time.
And we would be transported to the airport from Milan on the last
All the
day.
all the transportation is included on the Milan extension. Yes,
Thank you.
it's literally you're going to Milan. You're getting in the afternoon on day 9, so you'll be in Milan. You're on your own for that evening. Day 10, you'll have your full city tour. And then day 11, which is you'll be transported back to the Milan airport, flying back to Boston.
So
I
does
take
that,
it that,
does that include the hotel for when you're being in Milan?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I take it we'd make our own way to Boston and back, correct?
Correct. During the pre-departure meeting, depending on how many travelers we do have, there might be more information on that, but we will be going over all of that in our pre-departure meeting.
Thank you.
And again, if you have any questions that come up tonight or tomorrow, next week, please just get in touch with the chamber. I can call or email any answers to any questions that anyone does have very quickly. But again, if you are interested on this program, it's leaving, in September. Please get your information and registration in as quickly as possible, and we can get you registered for this great trip. And hope to see you on this program. Yes, yeah.
I just put my email address in the chat for those of you that may not have it. So if you do have questions you'd like me to share with Ben and his team, you're welcome to email me. And it's also, we have contact info on our website as well.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate it. Hope you can join the trip and enjoy the rest of the day.